Hi, good morning to all. I welcome you all to yet another part focusing on flow-based note-taking method. And this is one more method which was, I should say, introduced in the contemporary times. And we would see what is so unique about this particular method. Now, the flow-based method, this was developed by Scott H. Jung, who successfully completed the MIT challenge. Okay, and this is the mental state of complete engagement. We have seen Da Vinci method, we have seen Cornell method, how appealing it was for the integration of the brain or taking the notes, and how much of time has to be, and a complete system was observed in these different methods that I was talking about. Now here, in fact, it is like complete engagement. It's not just the integration, however, it is more than that. When we're talking about now left part of the brain, right side of the brain, uses of your fingers when you're taking up the notes, the thinking power, the eye, focusing exclusively on the note taking, and the intentionality, and even the consciousness definitely plays a quite good role. I was at NIMHANS. It is one of the beautiful libraries of All India Institute of Medical Sciences, and I was in the library studying some of the articles wherein I came upon a particular research paper which was focusing exclusively on the note-taking method and how the papers were written. And there I have seen that yes, there's a process in which the entire thing goes about, and the schools have to focus on that side of the development in a child. Now similarly, I thought that even in the college, when the higher education, the senior education, now when I'm introduced to the elementary school education, then I've seen the primary, then the before that pre-primary, then it comes what we call it as a primary, then I went to the higher education, then comes the senior secondary education, then definitely the college education, and the last one is a university, the I would say the higher education aspect of it. Now when I saw the syllabus that was showcased to me via Indira Gandhi Open University, and I was very keen to do that, I just looked at it to understand, and I always wanted to introduce Montessori school of education even at the higher levels also, so that we are not rating the students. Some of the schools in Canada as well as USA, I have seen that rather than compelling a child to learn all the courses, like in India till 10th it is compulsory to study all the subjects, and 11th and 12th you specialize into certain areas of the knowledge that you want to gain, and by the time you come to the college there are certain other areas, the scanning takes place in that manner. Whereas it's a completely a different role if we go to USA, UK, or I would say even Canada as well as Australian systems of schools, and if we really focus on them, the textbooks, the syllabus, everything is very different from our country. So the child here nevertheless becomes master of all, that's what I would say. However, if we look into certain things, then one has to focus on what kind of learning systems are we involving within our own children. Now here it has to be coming back to the flow-based one by Scott H. Jung. We have seen what is the complete engagement taking place. Jung calls his method as holistic learning. So it is not just one method, however, he labeled it as the holistic learning, and we will see why is it called as. Now here he says, I'm just reading exactly the words that was quoted up. With flow-based note-taking, your goal isn't transcription. It seems as though a person is standing in front of me and he is downloading, dictating to me each and everything, and I'm just blindly transcribing whatever has been said. Or the tape recorder, you have recorded each and everything and you're downloading the same thing in terms of the transcription. Now it's learning while in the classroom. You're learning in the classroom for certain things. So your brain, you're focusing on what your teacher is telling you, then your fingers are noting down whatever the teacher is dictating, and simultaneously simultaneously you're even able to understand what is being given to you, handed over to you. The simplest form of flow based notes is just to write down all the information, except instead of recording it into the bulleted list, you organize it specially with arrows connecting ideas. So one after the other, the things are flowing in step by step. It looks more like a hand drawn mind map with arrows than anything else. So you go. Even I do it sometimes, when you see my notes, instead of completing the entire sentence, I just keep a comma or a semicolon and then start off with the next one, or I keep an arrow and then it goes step by step. So that's the flow based note taking in short. However, if you look, there are three main principles. What are they? Simplify, visualize, make connections. Now, when in the classroom it is there, first of all, simplify yourself, that yes, what exactly I'm looking for. Write the information in your own words. Do not just, and this is called as a Feynman technique over there. Now you have to be very careful out here. I'm not introducing the jargon, definitely the technical jargon out here. However, certain things are there which we need to understand. Unfortunately, we don't incorporate all these things. However, with these things coming in and me entering and researching more and more, I understood what is the importance of note taking and how these methods are really important for us. Visualizations: use diagrams and images to represent your own ideas or the new ideas. Make connections one after the other with the help of the arrows. Now here, I think flow based note taking is the best, and it could be used in the review lecture, and one can already see that material and engage the creative right brain by drawing the flow based notes and begin making connections that lead to the learning part of it. So it's not just one part of it that you're talking or you're listening with one side of the brain, and the right brain is working and integrating and doing the other kind of a stuff. So here is one of the flow based example. So you can see the title is there, then they have started off using the arrows, the boxes and everything. So here it's not just the note taking, it's more than that, step by step what is taking place and how to proceed further. So in short, I'm not entered into the depth. Maybe later on I'll be entering and discussing the intricacies and subtleties of this particular method. I've just given you the definition and what exactly goes in the flow based method of note taking. Till then, thanks, take care, bye.